Nikolai Belinski, COD's most tragic backline story. All starts with vodka, regret, and shotguns. This is Nikolai Belinski, the most loudest character in COD Zombies that you'll come across, but with probably the more tragic backstory to him. Nikolai was a Russian soldier fighting in World War II. Maps like Ascension showcases Nikolai as being someone who is loyal to his country and who is proud of his country and very dangerous. But Nikolai didn't just fight his enemies, he was also fighting for his life. Nikolai constantly jokes about having many wives, which you've probably heard in some voice lines over the years.
I've almost lost as many bullets as ex-wives now! Deadly, like my third wife, fourth... Well, one of my wives. They're all dangerous in their own way.
But it isn't until when you actually sit back and realise all of his wives died. But his wives didn't die naturally, they died violently, with a lot of them being in horrific... with a lot of them having horrific deaths. And you may see him as this funny drunken soldier, but deep down he's drinking to numb this pain of losing all of the people that he loved. In Buried, we see Nikolai being tossed into the power struggle between Dr. Maxis and Dr. Richthofen, which I'll speak about in a later video. But he's no leader, he's just somebody being thrown into somebody else's war to fight these battles, and it's kind of sad when you think about this. He's just being passed around just because he's a violent person at this point. By Blood of the Dead, Nikolai starts to realise the cycle is never ending and that somebody always has to pay the price. And unlike Richthofen, he doesn't want any power, he just wants all the fighting to stop. In one of his most heroic moments, Nikolai becomes a hero no one was expecting, and a leader which nobody thought he could be. He makes the hardest decision of them all, sacrificing himself to end the cycle. No jokes, no vodka, just peace. Nikolai wasn't a hero because he was strong, it was just because he finally let go and found peace. And hopefully one day all the other characters will too. Nikolai has always been one of my favourite characters. I think a lot of his voice lines are very good at some comic relief, and again it just makes you feel, once you finally know his backstory and look a bit deeper into the character and not just all these funny lines he's putting out, it's actually pretty tragic. Thank you very much for watching and stay tuned for more videos. Bye for now.
I have black hole! Like my third wife, we won't talk about that.